I'm leaving. Sorry for the trouble.
Boy, if you don't get your squiggly diggly head.
I got this.
Alright, y'all, I'm back.
We do not care.
My fault for not dropping season 2 sooner. I was a little busy slaying the Ender Dragon in real life in order to bag Moroccan fine shit. Took a little tick damage and caught
demonic plague.
So let me continue where I left off.
Holy mackerel, what is that thing?
I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya.
This freaky ass nigga immediately goes for the girl, but in that moment, the absolute GOAT, King, comes in and does absolutely nothing. And the lizard dude talking about some,
What's that aura? He's no ordinary man!
and this guy folds under zero pressure. Then everybody in the crowd just gets to glazing King heavy. He's like the LeBron of this verse if LeBron was averaging 2.4 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.7 rebounds a game. In short, King is an absolute fraud, and nobody knows it either. Later on, Saitama and Genos spot him, and they recently just found out about his motion. Dude climbed the S-class rank 7 in no time, and randomly, a monster appears, and they decide not to bother it and use this to observe King's strength.
You are King ranked class S rank 7. Run my feed, nigga.
The King just makes an excuse saying he gotta take a deuce real quick and to not do nothing while he's gone. And for some reason, the robot disagrees and we see King skedaddle to the bathroom. And while he's in there, he just sits there stressing and starts exposing himself. He basically just admitted he's both a fraud and a bum. The only reason he's this high of a rank is because people keep defeating monsters in front of him and he just so happens to be there and he gets the credit. And he just runs home because he realizes Aura ain't gonna save him this time. But no worries. Genos is here to save the day. And he tells Saitama to keep it pushing. He wants to defeat it so he can reach that goal of cracking the top 10 of S-class heroes. So Saitama agrees and dips. And this nigga King went home and started playing hentai games.
Hi there, big fella. Input your name, please.
What should I put? Big Daddy? Nah, too freaky. Just put in King, bruh.
No, it ain't what it look like.
How about we play some Tekken instead?
Now Saitama and King are just chilling playing the game with no questions as to how Saitama got in his house. They finish up and as soon as Saitama's about to leave, this big ass bird crashes straight through King's window. Saitama's all nonchalant and King in the back just looking petrified. He's in here questioning him if he gonna fight that monster or not cause like it's his house and he's a higher ranked hero. So and he just folds and tells Saitama he's been a fraud this entire time. And then Saitama one-shots the bird. Now we fast forward a bit and the Hero Association is sitting here recruiting a whole ass criminals. I'm talking John Epstein, Sean Diddy Combs, Jeffrey Dahmer, EDP 445 level criminals.
Did you miss me?
They're so desperate, it's just sad. The monster to hero ratio ain't looking so hot. And this man says they'll put them on payroll for every monster they defeat. Sounds like a win-win deal to me. We paying criminals now? Man, fuck that.
Who you think you is, nigga? I got more bodies than you can fathom.
And we pan over to the man of the season, Garou. And off rip, he's on that demon timing. He has to ruin everybody fade all at once. This magician pulls up on him first. He swoops in and Garou just grips him up and he's already out of commission. Big dude tries to sneak, but Garou moves so fast that not even the cameraman can see that he dislocated his entire arm. Then he goes in with this nasty uppercut, sending him on his back. Big bro is slumped and the bums in the back cheering for him. And he hits them with the
What are you vermin cheering about? You're all gonna die too.
What did you just say?
Then this wannabe Gray from Fairy Tail tries to sneak him, but Garou swiftly snatches his hand off of his forearm. And this dude in the corner calling for backup. Bro is asking to send every single hero in the facility to his location ASAP. Then the camera pans back to Garou and he literally off-screened everybody else within a matter of seconds, bro. He's built entirely different already. And the dude just walks off like nothing happened. Now we move over back to Saitama and Genos talks about how they moved up the ranks. But then suddenly, Genos senses a high-speed object coming their way and he instantly bolts outside to check it out. It's just Sonic who appears, bro. He's trying to run it back with Saitama. His balls finally recover since last time. But nah, Genos not trying to allow that. He wants to run the ones with him instead. Then all of a sudden, Saitama gets his random bang at the door.
Oh, great heavens!
I want you jump rope and butt booty naked right in my face so I can see that booty bouncing with maximum efficiency. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want that and I desire that.
This is Tatsumaki's sister, Fubuki. Lay these two side by side and you tell me which one you think is older. Anyway, Fubuki here is on some egotistical shit. Every time she sees someone in Class B rise in the ranks, she always recruits them and cocksblock them from getting any further. Also, she can maintain her Class B rank 1 status and to keep everyone else below her. And she explains it to Saitama, but he sees right through her. So obviously he says hell nah, and Fubuki sends her goons to handle him, and since that didn't work, she's trying to run his fade by herself.
Guess I'll have to handle this myself.
What you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday.
All right, let me stop. And so she cooks up this weak ass sandstorm and blows Saitama far back. And she starts having a whole main character inner monologue thing glazing herself. But as she's yapping, Saitama comes in at the cut and speed blitz her and gives her a firm talking to like he's her father or something. He wasn't even gonna punch her for real. He just flinched at her. But she still retaliates and seals him up in this rock. But that don't work. Saitama breaks through with minimal effort and she starts spamming rocks his way. Equips his blade, charges in, and
My fault, gang. I didn't mean for the fate to fuck up the apartment.
Hell nah, bruh, you tweaking.
And Fubuki is sitting here perplexed as to how Saitama has connection to S-class heroes. And as Genos starts to explain how Saitama is his master, Sonic comes in with an exploding shuriken. Genos just brushes it off. After all them L's he took in the past, this may be the only dub he can claim. Sonic hops down and declares that he finna turn Genos into scrap and throw him in a junkyard. And Genos ain't messing with all that trash talk, so he charges up and damn near speed blitzes Sonic, and he just hardly hops out the way from all these punches. And before he can even land, Genos is already on that ass, but he barely dodges once again. Now he's just dodging everything. Each time he's getting closer and closer to being hit. Sonic whips out his blade, but Genos instantly teleports behind him and Sonic continues weaving his attack. He's getting mad because nobody has ever been able to match his speed until now. Shit's getting serious. He backs up and Genos reveals that he stole this man's whole ponytail. He speed blitzes again, and as he starts attacking, Sonic starts moving different. He got locked in and moved so fast he started causing a whole tornado. Genos can't keep up with his movement, so he decides to ready up an explosion to boom the entire area.
Breathe, bro, breathe.
But Saitama just puts a stop to that. He ain't trying to have his whole neighborhood get nuked. He just claps Sonic with ease as usual. Later on, Bang out here putting a pause on one of his students. He deadass clowning him for being a bum, and he decides to pull up to Saitama's house for whatever reason. And he asks him if they may know why he was doing that to him. And Genos chimes in and says his most formidable student, Garou, became rogue. He's now a wanted criminal. He volunteered to take him down, so maybe that's why he's pushing him away. Got a lot on his mind. Then he goes on a walk to think about the previous conversation he just had, and as he's walking, he stumbles upon the man himself in the distance.
Yo, fam, what's that you claim, man?
I'm a C-rank, bro. And them tank top dickheads from before come back to spin on Garou. And he just caves his face in. He goes in to handle the rest of them, but this buff ass nigga just sends him back. S-rank hero tank top master. He's basically the founder of this tank top stuff. The rest of them are his elite level glazers. And Garou gets to tweaking. He is absolutely geeked. He finally gets to put the pause on the S-class. Then Tank Top Master crushes the floor beneath him and charges toward Garou instantaneously and spikes him into the stratosphere. He got Garou spinning like a Beyblade mid-air, but he locks in and elegantly lands like nothing happened, smirking hard as hell. It is getting bad, low-key. They was beating his ass off stream, but Tank Top Master feels his aura. Something is telling him to kill him here and now. He rushes to land the finishing blow, but this dumbass nigga Ruben Ryder runs in front of him and gets rocked. He does some talk no jutsu to convince him to save Garou.
Want this be a warning for you, little bro.
My fault, bro. You got it.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Tank Top Master instantly blitzes him, but Garou bench slaps him in retaliation. He starts absolutely dominating this man and pins him to a wall. Turns out he was holding back the entire time by trying not to use Bang's martial arts. He tells him to sit tight and watch him clap all his followers, and Moomin Rider tries to save the day, but Garou just bodies him. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but Garou gets to yamming his dome into the pavement over and over again, and he asks the crowd who wants next. Tank Top Master pops up but gets sent down once again, knocked out cold. Then he zips through and murks most of the remaining glazers, jumps onto the wall for extra style points, and gives this guy this nasty elbow. And the rest of them niggas get off screen. Then Chiranko come out the corner trying to play Superman, and the camera's cut to the next day of him out cold.
Hey, y'all heard the rumor that Tank Top niggas got cooked by Garou?
Nah, say you swear.
Man, he ain't about shit. And later on, Garou finds this kid all by himself, but he bonds with the kid over liking heroes, and he borrows his book, Listen to All the Heroes, and uses it as his personal kill list. And he pulls up where Golden Ball is and instantly swipes his beard, telling him to meet him outside. They go to an alley and Golden Ball instantly snipes him, but Garou dodges the bullet, barely grazing him. Then he readies his slingshot for another blow, making it ricochet straight into Garou's leg. Gotta be the second best slingshot user next to my GOAT. Jimmy Hopkins. Actually third. Usopp better. Then Garou started talking crazy to him. So he readies a bunch of bullets at one go and Garou weaves every single one of them. And he kicks the last one off to the side. Then this sword appears with this random coming in slicing at Garou. He moves out the way and after a little bit of yap, he charges once more and Garou does his elegant ass backflip. This guy's sword turns rainbow. And he slices straight through Garou's hand, but he don't even care. He grips his blade and pushes him back off of him. Later on, we see Garou looking half dead, bro. He has not had any sleep today. Today has been straight fades back to back to back. And all of a sudden, he sees Saitama behind him, and Saitama don't really got any motion, so Garou doesn't really recognize if he's a hero or not. He comes to the conclusion that he is and tries to chop his neck, but it has zero effect. Saitama is too durable and mistakes Garou for some type of mugger thug, and he chops him right back, leaving the blade the fuck out. Brody got cooked so hard we got hit with a flashback about why he's doing all this. His ultimate goal is to become a monster, simply because they are cooler than the heroes. And this man wakes up in a pile of trash with amnesia. He has no recollection of getting packed up by Saitama. Fast forward a bit and we see these higher ups having a meeting about what's been going down lately. They want each executive to have an S-class hero bodyguard them whenever they're outside. And we cut over to Metal Bat over here. He got assigned to keep watch over these chopped ass niggas. Like, goddamn, bro, look at this man. Somebody hook him up with some Carmax, bro. And randomly these two monsters pull up out of the blue while Metal Bat's taking a bathroom break. And he comes outside to her gripping up the executive's kid. And they kind of get off screen while Saitama signs up for a world martial arts tournament.
Oh my god, Dad, did you see that? Oh, he's so good.
Nah, son, his fit's hard. I gotta put this on my story.
Cheese!
This big ass centipede smashes straight through the wall, sending Metal Bat and these two goons flying. But he just recovers and lands swiftly. Dude look like the stone mask from JoJo's. And then he spawns this flower that shoots gas, and he has the executive and his kid slumped. And the flower shoots his vine straight toward Metal Bat, but he goes, take this! Completely destroying it. But the centipede ain't having it. He charges in, applying pressure, ripping up his clothes, forcing Metal Bat to parry and push him off. The centipede charges in once more and starts literally whipping this man, bro. He cannot catch a break. They treat him like Kinte Kinte.
Your name is Kakarot. Whip him, Raditz.
But then he finally locks in, slicing one of the centipede's arms off, and he claps him with one hit each. Look at this cold ass walk off. My goat is him, but we cannot celebrate just yet because as he turns around, another centipede pulls up, and this thing is a whole ass dragon level threat. His mean mug goes crazy.
I'm on that ass.
Metal Bat readies his hammer and yams it on his dome, but it don't work. That shit has his body ringing, and the centipede just slaps him to the side. Metal Bat comes to the conclusion he has to hit it on this humanoid face to make it take damage, so he runs on the side of it, gets there, and starts spamming his bat on top of it. But that doesn't work either. He just gets tossed to the side and he's met face to face with Garou.
Damn, that hurt. Time to lock in.
Damn, nigga, you still going? Run my fade instead. You on my hit list.
Hell nah, you see that big ass?
Metal Bat barely blocks his attack and Garou steps back, readying up his next one. And Metal Bat charges in just to get instantly bitch slapped, and Garou follows it up with a jab. But Metal Bat is not no punk. He catches himself before he can fall, swings, but Garou weaves that hoe.
Nah, fam, you bleeding mad hard. And your bones are broken? You might just be him.
Metal Bat not with the small talk, and he speed blitzes Garou, throwing these two swings, but it ain't nothing for Garou. He just swings his body and smacks his forehead. But this nigga's forehead is hard as hell, it has zero effect, and just starts spamming his bat, having Garou on the defensive, slamming him into the ground, and he is doing elite level defending. So now he's trying to show his two-way capabilities and starts spamming punches his way as well. Nigga's fighting like it's JoJo's.
Die, nigga! Damn, the more I hit him, the stronger he gets.
Then Garou hops onto the ground, lobs up this sewer cat, spiking it straight towards Metal Bat. And he has that bat in his hand for a reason. He's a home run like he's Babe Ruth. But that was just a distraction for Garou to start yamming, having him on the defensive once more. He tries to hit him, but Garou damn near has ultra instinct with how many times he's done weave this shit, and clocks him in the face. Now this nigga's getting pissed and he starts mindlessly swinging his bat and turns it into a whole tornado. Garou is smiling hard as a bitch, bro. He is not phased. He starts parrying each swing, guiding his bat straight into this Rob Lucci pose. He is not slick. We know he stole that from his arsenal. But that attack has Metal Bat laid the fuck out. And as Garou is completely distracted, he attempts to sneak his ass.
Big brother Bat.
But his sister done sold the clip. If she ain't say nothing, Garou would have been sleeping with the fishes.
Stop the cap.
His sister ends up ending the fight, and that's that. As Garou's leaving the battlefield, these two monsters ain't keeping an eye on him. They basically recruit him to join the Monster Association. But Garou just calls him a bitch and rips the paper in his face. Meanwhile, we got the tournament I mentioned earlier finally starting up. And the announcer names the contestants one by one. First up, we got that nigga from Meet the Robinsons. Wait, is this the same dude who got clapped by Deep Sea King last season? He thought we forgot.
Oh, get him out of here.
And we got got this girl with the bells in her head. Her barber fucked her up, bruh. And this nigga shit low-key worse. Then we got this other dude who got packed up by a deep sea king. The announcer did him dirty too. Bro exposed him for being Class A's lowest ranked hero.
Ooh, and is that Kawaki?
Yeah, this place is stacked. Alright, that's enough. I don't gotta list every fodder, nigga. But we got Suiryu. His aura is up there with Garou. I don't care what y'all say. Oh, we got Saitama role-playing as Sharanko because he can't fight due to injury. And we start the preliminary rounds, and Lewis Robinson claps the girl with the trash haircut. Saitama is a Saitama and rocks this random. And finally, we enter our first real fight, and we got our boy Suiryu facing against Lewis Robinson. And the crowd is straight glazing Suiryu, and rightfully so. This nigga cannot fathom that Suiryu was just that much stronger than him. Then this is how the fight plays out. Yeah, cooked. A couple more filler fights happen, and we finally get to see Saitama back in action. And he's going up against a back-to-back champion. If Saitama wasn't him, this would be a tough brawl. The fight starts, and bro is mad confused as to why Saitama ain't taking no fighting stance.
Yo, gang, are you a new gen?
Yeah, bro, go easy on me. And this man starts yapping in Saitama's ear about what he's gonna do to him. But Saitama just smacks him into the stratosphere, ultimately winning just like that. And as all this is happening, Genos is outside getting his ass clapped once again. He over here trying to run a fade with a roach, bro. He starts speed blitzing around Genos, but he starts leaking honey and locks him into place. He done took those from his fight with Sonic. He ain't trying to do all that unnecessary cardio again. Then he blasts him, but he ended up getting away by chopping off his own legs and skedaddling. And then we cut to this. This show is not real. They got a whole dominatrix as a villain. I know I was talking crazy when Fubuki showed up, but this is too far. Wrap it up. She done turned Fubuki's entire army against her and sent them to attack. Then she calls her a slave and whips her. Like, come on, dog. She's clearly palm colored. Wrong target. Super alloy dark shine is somewhere else. She started spamming that shit too. This is really a hard watch, bro. They really ripped her clothes off and she's scarred up. This shit's pitiful. But then Tatsumaki pulls up with an earthquake to announce her presence, ready to protect her little sister. Exploding buildings on her way. She got her trembling already. She even clapped the lich before she showed herself to assert dominance. And with a single wave of her hand, she cooks the entire army in front of her. And now we skipping a few more tournament filler fights, and we finally get the match I have been waiting for. Saitama versus Suiryu. And Suiryu explains that he knows Saitama is like that. Them two are cut from the same cloth. After a bit of chit chat as to why they're both even here in the first place, and they find out they both have a mutual interest in having a fun fight. And Suiryu instantly dashes in, but Saitama blocks and it sends him gliding across the pavement. This nigga most definitely scrapes his feet. Suiryu gets him on the edge and starts applying pressure and spikes him into the sky. Beats him up there like he's Rock Lee and slams him right back into the ground and drops on top of him, kneeing him into the head. He is not letting up, and now Saitama's in the ground. He gets up unscathed, so Suiryu charges in and spams again. The nigga getting all up in his face. He is fucking pissed. Saitama readies a punch but instantly dashes back. He says that he was gonna give him a nasty counter. Then Suiryu asks him what he does for a job since he's way too strong for this to be just a hobby. And Saitama says he's just chilling and killing monsters. And Suiryu gets to ranting about how ass heroes are and how they think they're tough. Whole time, everybody in the association of fraud. And he might not be wrong, I'm not gonna lie, because King exists, but there's people like Atomic Samurai and Bang, so that might cancel it out. And what he's saying got Saitama heated. Look at him, he is stone-faced. Suiryu suddenly dashes in, knocking the wig off of Saitama, but he does not care at all at this point. And he readies up an air punch, knocking all of his clothes off. And everybody in the crowd is confused about the wig. They don't even care about the attack. And since Garou came in last tournament in a disguise and fucked them niggas up, it was made a rule that cannot happen no more. And Saitama just broke it. Suiryu is declared the winner of the tournament, but he does not care. He instantly throws his absolute haymaker at Saitama and splits the entire ground beneath the two of them. Saitama floats a little bit and Suiryu slams his foot into the ground, raising the other side to catch him, and starts absolutely jamming his hands into his dome. Now he's just mindlessly attacking Saitama, and Saitama is not doing nothing for real because he's just like that. He steps back and charges up this mean gut punch, and his fist finally moves Saitama. And Saitama exposed him, saying martial arts is just fighting to look cool. Basically called bro an aura merchant. He gets heated and charges him, but Saitama just booty bumps bro into the wall. And he pretty much wins, hurting Suiryu's ego. And as soon as Saitama pulls off, this nigga pulls up trying to recruit a bunch of people from the tournament to the Monster Association. And he drops off these nasty looking monster cells. And he tells them niggas to become a monster or die. And this one dude instantly folds, devouring that shit. He has no backbone. And he claps this one dude because he used to bully him. And a bunch of other people start devouring that shit too because they witnessed how strong it made him. Pretty much everyone eats this shit besides Suiryu. He just defeats all of them. Now he has to face the main guy who came to recruit them. And he's getting absolutely instantly folded. And his eyeball thing pulls up on bro saying they gotta fall back since S-class heroes got called on them. Niggas be fake demons. But this dude don't want to pull off yet. He wants to finish Suiryu. He ends up swimming with them, fucking him up bad. It's gotten so bad that Suiryu had to swallow all his pride and... This man is truly going outside. My apologies for comparing him to Garou earlier. Big dude finna let out the final slam, then the goat reappears. Saitama has returned. Huzzah!
Yo, remember me? I'm here to get my get back, nigga.
And just like that, he packs him up with zero effort. After all that, Suiryu asks him who he really is, and Saitama just says he just wanted to see all the hype about martial arts, and he was bored. Then Suiryu tells Saitama about the other nigga, and he instantly tracks him down and one-taps him as well. Suiryu sees just how strong Saitama is, and he decides he wants to become a hero as well, even after all that trash talk earlier, but it's whatever. And he asks Saitama to be his sensei, but he says fuck no, because he already got to deal with Genos. Then we cut over to Puri Prison wrapping up this fight, and he gets a call that all his inmates have been captured by the Monster Association. Now Saitama is on a walk, and he realizes the whole time he was wasting his time in that tournament, the heroes were getting their asses handed to him, but he don't really care. He remembers he just wants to be a hero for fun. Then he runs to the king and he gives a little motivational quote. Then they decide to go to bro's house to hop on the game, but they run into Garou, and he just got his ass fucked up by Watchdog Man. He really got off screen by somebody's pet. Garou then peeps king and instantly becomes bloodlusted. He one of the heroes on his hit list, and an S-class at that, so he instantly zooms.
That nigga sorry as hell.
Who does he think he is?
They had this nigga face planted into a brick wall, bro. I'm crying. And he gets up later on, not remembering a single thing that happened. He spots this hero named Death Gatling, and since he's fucked up right now, he decides to avoid him and pull up to his hideout to rest up for a little bit. And this kid from earlier wakes him up. Apparently, this is him and his friends' secret hideout, and he politely asks him to leave. Lil bro sitting here crying. His friends practically force him to do this, and Garou decides to give him a little advice on how to not get walked all over. In mid-conversation, Death Gatling pulls up outside with him and his goons. They really came here to jump this man. It is not looking good. The kid goes to open the door, but before he does, Garou instantly senses all of their presence, and he quickly asks the kid for his hero book again so he can study all their weaknesses before he ultimately attacks him. Then he walks outside and starts trash talking them and hops on top of the roof. And he breathes in hard as hell. It's about some time to hunt. Nigga corny as hell, but he gets away with it because he's strong. Cole Cassidy over here instantly starts banging at him, but Garou hops onto this tree, goes for this speed blitz, but this spear pierces him and they're not letting up, instantly shooting arrows from above, but he weaves all of them. Then this frog nigga chucks his chain directly at him, and they all attack it one after another. Everywhere Garou turns, there is danger, and he gets smacked by this club, and Garou begins to read every single one of their attacks, easily dodging them shits. But then he gets poked twice by these poisonous arrows, and he sits there for a moment to assess their game plan. And he decides to instantly charge the weakest nigga there, but he backs up and the sniper shoots at his heels, reminding him that he's still a threat. And their weakest link got some balls. He over here going hand to hand with Garou himself, and he shit talking too. He talking about some his stamina ass so he can keep up with him now. They surround him and the poison starts taking effect. It ain't looking too good. Their leader then starts yapping about how they're the most lethal team in the Hero Association. He gotta be delusional. And Garou starts laughing in this man's face, exposing them all about none of them being in the S class. But bro over here yapping about how class don't matter. They still gonna put belt to ass. And then the jumping continues. Garou weaving everything once again. But the poison started to become a little too much, and this frog wraps his ankle in position for this attack. But Garou locks in and smacks that shit straight into the frog, murking him in the process. And then the gunman starts spamming shots, but Garou uses the ball to take cover and 1-inch punches it straight towards him, knocking him out as well. The ball bounces around, this guy breaks it, and Garou instantly speed blitzes his way to him. And the camera pans down, and he somehow, some way, wrapped the chain around his legs and uses this man as an entire meat shield in order to block all these arrows. That nigga is not surviving. This dude throws rocks at him, but he just grabs him, no problem, and uses that to snipe the guy behind him trying to throw in a sneak attack. Then this dude comes in to impale him, but he slams his ally into the ground, stopping him in his tracks. And now at this point, Garou has knocked down half their squad. Their numbers had dwindled significantly, and so they changed their game plan. At first, they was trying to take him alive, but now they trying to fight with the intent to kill him. Not like that's gonna do anything, but it's whatever. But at this point, Garou can barely see them anyways. His vision keep getting blurry and he keep getting dizzy. But he's still gonna put belt to ass, and he instantly dashed into the woods having this nigga chase him. He trying to get this dude with the spear to run his fade one-on-one, and he grabs the root of the tree from the underground, kicking this dude in his jaw like crazy. And then this other guy charges his whole ass minigun, and Garou Garou gets to moving. He trying to bait this dude into shooting his ally, and he starts bashing his fist into him to slow him down. He has a little flashback of Saitama saving him back in the day on some motivational shit, and he grows some balls to clap back, but Garou just start going absolutely crazy on his face. And the drill dude finally comes in, but Garou just sidesteps his weak ass spear and bangs up his head, and he starts to literally juggle him. This man is barely standing witnessing this, and Garou just trucks this nigga like he's in the NFL, knocking his glasses right off. This dude with the minigun pulls up thinking he's onto something, saying he knocked out all of his meat shields, so it's time for him to die. But Garou announces that one little nigga is still in the shed, and he does not believe him at all. And then he goes into this cool ass transformation and lets that shit rip. But Garou is locked in. He's blocking and maneuvering each bullet away from the shed, and he comes out damn near untouched. Then Garou just starts mocking him, and it looked like he gonna cry about it too. But then he pulls out this dagger, charging at Garou, and he gets his shit rocked. Garou has officially squad wiped all them niggas while injured. You cannot tell me he isn't him. And then as Garou is walking off, Genos pulls up out of the blue. Little nigga on the sidelines and called him for backup. Then they start going at it. Genos is putting in mad work against this weakened Garou. Surprisingly, Garou is keeping up with him too, weaving all these punches and taking some. These niggas looking like pure muscle heads out there just banging out. Genos tries to sneak him, but Garou is not going for it, and he whips him across the face into the pavement. He goes in to jump on top of him, but Genos lets off his little explosion, sending him back. Now right here is where that one infamous meme came from. Then Garou decides to use the fighting style he observed from the ass whooping the watchdog man gave him. He starts hopping around Genos from tree to tree to get this man perplexed, and he sneaks behind him, snagging his right arm. But this nigga Genos got Bluetooth now, and he starts choking him out and slams him directly onto the tree, effectively immobilizing him. Genos charges up his blaster, but Garou is not trying to go out like that. His run was too crazy, and he breaks the tree, blocking Genos' attack. And he gets from underneath it, and this nigga done unlocked the damn showering gun. Genos whips out another blast, but these random monsters come up and sneak behind him. These niggas came to help Garou and recruit him to the Monster Association while he's at his lowest. He deals with him real quick, and now he's trying to take out Garou once and for all. But bang, jams into Garou coming out of nowhere from up above and tells Genos to pull off. He's trying to teach Garou a lesson for using his teachings in the wrong manner. This whole entire season, he's been trying to track Garou down the entire time, and now he's finally here, and they start squaring up, ready to throw down. Garou runs in, but bang, no dips him, and he just starts spamming mad punches on him, and Garou just taking it. He backs up, locks in, and now they clash, and bang, slaps him across his face. Charges in, but Garou grabs onto his hands, trying to take control, but bang just knees him straight in the chin, bends around and kicks him off to the side. He really showing Garou that there's levels to this. You cannot beat the man who created your martial arts. And he ain't even done, bro. Look at this freeze frame, spiking him into the ground even further. I was just beating this man, bro. It was looking like when Omni-Man was cooking Mark.
Do something! Do something, bro!
Shit is just sad, but Garou manages to escape his grasp running on all fours, but Bang's brother knees his jaw before he gets away. Now they jumping this nigga. It's actually over. Garou is cooked. They both charge in and starts going ham. They measured him up bad. Just look at his face, bro. I have no idea how this man is still putting up a fight. They come in with a synchronized attack and he smashes the ground. And then the bird from the Monsters Association pulls up, sending everybody back and grabs Garou to skedaddle up out of there. But Genos not trying to let this nigga get away. He whips out this massive Gallic gun, but that enormous centipede from earlier emerges from the ground, blocking his attack. Now they're forced to go head to head with it. And they're not doing too bad either. Bang and his brother putting in work, and so is Genos. He actually looking good for once, but that don't last very long. He gets eaten, but he absolutely bombs his insides, effectively beating it once and for all. Oh wait, never mind, that nigga's still alive. But it don't matter. Saitama comes in and saves the day the last and final time. And that's pretty much it for season 2. And now I'm finally done with One Punch Man until season 3 drops later in October. I think it would. I don't remember. Alright, join our Discord.
Say hi, but if you meet me at the clam, I'm a talkative guy. Maybe we'll talk over beers and remember the time. And we know even at my lowest, I'm a family guy.
Okay, she got swag. Hello. Okay, she got bag. Hello. Okay, she got clay. Hello. Okay, she got hay. Hello. Ooh, I like her tone. Okay. Shawty say she home. Okay. Got her out that thong. Okay. Made her silly.